Hello, Danger Noddles. Two people here are sick. Yeah. Anyways, before we start, I found out that the Serpent's Hands has a villain wiki. Apparently, their crimes are terrorism, covert infiltration, conspiracy, sabotage, and kidnapping. But on the wiki, it also states that the Chaos Insurgency and Marshall Carter and Dark are good allies and work well with the Serpent's Hand. I'm like, where the fuck you get that information? Apparently, it said that they work together on certain missions. I'm like, no, they don't. Literally, Marshall Carter and Dark labeled the Serpent's Hand their only threat. They don't work together. Anyways, I'm pretty sure everyone knows what this SCP is. It's the anomalous vending machine. Also known as 261. Anyways, item SCP-261, object class safe. Special containment procedures. Any access to 261 must be approved by staff or level 2 security clearance or higher. Any and all items dispensed by 261 must be recorded, along with the amount of money entered and the amount of time elapsed between uses. Currently, 261 may be used only 10 times in a 24-hour period, with no transaction exceeding the equivalent of 500 Japanese yen. Testing approved by Site Command is not under these restrictions. Items dispensed by 261 should be reviewed by site health and safety officials before consumption. Failure to do so releases the Foundation from any obligation regarding negative effects. Items deemed dangerous or useful to research will be confiscated by site security, with financial compensation provided in proportion to money spent. 261 appears to be a large black vending machine with no front glass panel and a small keypad on the right side. 261 was recovered in Yokohama, Japan. 261 was brought to the Foundation's attention after the investigation of an urban legend about a magic vending machine that was circulating on the internet. 261 was found in a back alley behind a large shopping center with a handwritten sign saying out of order in Japanese taped to it. 261 has no marks or identification of any kind, and no locals remember when or how it came to be in its current location. Eternally 261 appears to be a basic vending machine equipped to vend food and beverage items. After a key was made and the front door opened, no abnormal materials were found, and it was determined that 261 was never actually contained any food or beverage items. The keypad, while connected and operating correctly, does not activate any of the dispensing mechanisms. When money is placed into 261 and a 3-digit number is entered on the keypad, 261 will vend a random item. 261 has not accepted any currency other than yen, with rejected currency being deposited in the coin return slot. It is unknown how these items appear, however, 261 does not operate when a door is open or when recording devices are placed inside. The number entered on the keypad has no effect on the item vended, nor has any pattern been detected. Items are always some form of snack food and typically have bright attention-grabbing packaging. 261 is capable of operating with no external power supply, but operation in the state will cause unstable vending to occur much more quickly than normal. If 261 is used several times in a short period of time and or large amounts of money are entered before an item is vended, 261 will start to dispense bizarre items. While still food, their suitability for human consumption is often non-existent. Oh. Log, log of items vended during testing phase 8, 800 yen entered for each item, items being dispensed every 2 minutes. 261 is attached to power. Coke Zero, a can of Diet Coke packaging in English. Cheetos, a small bag of Cheetos snack food packaging in English. Black. You're, you're gonna say something? Oh, I thought Hatchet was saying something. Oh. Ah. Ah. Black. A single pack of caffeinated chewing gum, packaging in Japanese. Yan, a single. Okay. Anyways, a single Yan cone with the peach dipping frosting, packaged in Japanese. The Maji Saika company does not produce this flavor. Pepsi Dragon Twist. A can of Pepsi Cola with the trace of fruit flavor packaged in English. Flavor identified as dragon fruit. PepsiCo does not produce this product. I wonder if that one actually tastes good. Yeah. I like. I want this to exist because this actually sounds cool. Dark Side Cola. A can with clear plastic signs, packaging in Japanese. Liquid inside is clear. When opened, the liquid appears to react to the air and changes to dark black over a period of several seconds. The black coloration looks like billowing smoke. It cannot be reversed. Liquid's taste is described as cola with something spicy in it. I would actually fucking drink the shit out of that. That just sounds really cool. Also, hi, random person. Sorry about that. Um, a little bakery, 7 grain. A small tube the size of a candy bar with a green button made of aluminum. Packaging in English. When the top is twisted off, a massive dough is extruded. Dough contains several enzymes and bacteria that have not yet been identified. On contact with air, these cause the dough to rise and bake, killing the microbes in the process. Produces a small round loaf of bread weighing 250 grams. Taste described as good but chewy. Lemon clams. Thick plastic baggie with. Huh? Yeah. Thick plastic baggie with a plastic tube on the side containing water and 12 clams. Packaging in Dutch. Following on package instructions, the plastic tube was cracked like a. Huh? Oh, wait, seriously? God damn it. Every fucking time with this stupid fucking computer. Sorry, thank you, random person. Yeah,
All
anyways,
around me are familiar faces.
what Julia said about Lemon Clans is that it's special. Anyways,
Nathan, then.
alright. Following on packaging instructions, the plastic tube was cracked like a glow stick. Liquid in the bag flashed to steam, venting from a hole that popped open in the top of the bag, slightly burning one researcher. Steaming finished after 38 seconds, after which clams were found to be fully cooked and infused with a mild lemon flavor. on investigation, clams match no recorded species. Oh,
Uh,
I'm not eating that.
yeah. Diet ghost.
I don't trust those clams.
I need an explanation of what the fuck a diet ghost.
I'm not drinking it, so it's
it's a ghost, but they're trying to cut back on carbs.
A can containing an instance of 2107. Hold on, in case they mention it. Oh my, it's literally an SCP that's Diet Ghost.
Okay.
Alright, this one was to say something known as Diet Ghost displays anomalous properties when it imbibed animal testing pending approval. 107 has only been packaged by an individual can. Within 3 to 7 minutes of ingestion, subjects begin to experience paranormal activity that most often falls within the colloquial expectations of an individual being haunted by a ghost or other paranormal entity. It's a can that makes you get haunted. Okay. That's shit.
Mm.
Anyways, the packet was in English. Testing done on this instance provided similar results to other contained instances of 2107. This marks the first time 261 has offended another SP object. Alright. Unknown. Small mesh bag filled with small, multicolored pyramids packaging in an unknown language. Pyramids found to be hard and unpleasant tasting compared to chalk in taste and consistency. When placed in hot water, pyramids open and produce strings that quickly dissolve, coloring the water in the same shade as the pyramid. Water had no additional taste, but testing revealed a sharp increase in mineral, carbohydrate, and protein content, with several minerals unidentified at the present time. This content was found to be consistent with the recommended daily intake of nutrients for adult humans. Researcher ingesting the water reported stomach cramps 2 hours later, but no other effects. Oh no. Anyways, uh, unknown aluminum box with a small glass window on the side and a large round button on the top. Packaging in an unknown language. Box is seamless and appears to be filled with small round animals covered in fur, each with 3 small paws and a single large eye. Pressing the button causes the inside of the box rapidly become superheated, cooking the small animals alive? Oh. Muffled noises and scratching were heard for several seconds
Uh,
during the cooking process. I don't like this one.
what?
I don't like that
Oh,
product. That's awful.
I don't think you're supposed to like it.
After 1 minute and 3 seconds, the front panel opens and gives access to now cooked animals. Professor Kane volunteered to eat the animals with no other researchers willing to do so. No shit. It's described as crunchy
I
and
don't
very.
trust Professor King.
He's described as crunchy and very spicy with a small hint of beef.
Ugh.
I just no.
Unknown. Tall, thin aluminum can, packaging in unknown language. Opening the can caused a chemical reaction with the liquid inside the can. Liquid was apparently not intended for an oxygenated atmosphere and detonated violently, causing several injuries and killing 3 researchers. Testing discontinued, area clear. Testing area observed to smell like citrus for several days. Okay, I'm starting to think the vending machine does not like the Foundation.
I don't think the vending machine has conscious will, Eric.
I guess not. It would be funny if it's if it, oh, then again, everything is random.
Yes, it is random. Also, probably a good thing that normal people cannot reach it.
Yeah. Is King the dog professor? Everything's. I, no, that's Pathos Crow, if I remember correctly. Alright, let me get the thumbnail.
I can't wait for disappointment.
Well, it is, but Kane in the SCP is Kain, not Kane. So, it's not the same person. And I saw the thumbnail. What the fuck?
What's up with all the anime girls?
That was from last time when I was
Oh, right.
upset at the.
Right.
What does she have to do with the vending machine?
She looks scared of the vending machine.
Aaron, you can't figure out why she would be scared?
Give it a 1.
Yeah, it's not super
Yeah,
pretty.
1 sounds about right.
But it's just so weird.
Is it weird?
I'd describe this as weird.
It was the last day of school.
Shut the fuck up. Alright, yeah, 1.5. Oh, this is new. Okay, it says unknown author. Well, it's not unknown.
Unknown author. It's one of the most well-known SCP authors.
Come
Would
on.
anyone like to read? Would anyone like to read The Lord of the Rings by unknown author with me?
That was sass.
We just don't know who wrote it, but he's probably pretty smart.
Wait, it says right here. Hi guys, thank you for watching. As you might have noticed, we have several different hosts for the show in the last few videos due to some unforeseen circumstances. We're going to improve our videos and would like to know which host you prefer so far. OG host, OG host. Every group with the others, they just want the original voice actor.
Can you really blame them? Literally,
It's
the
not like
entire thing is named after the OG host. I'm not sure why they thought it was a good idea to replace him in the first place.
Even slightly more tolerable. Alright. Anyways, you guys ready?
sure.
And 3,
Yeah.
1.
It was the last day of school before summer break for Yuko. She watched the clock tick and eagerly anticipated the sound of the last bell.
I hate the background noise. I
I
hate
would
that.
like to comment, why is she the only person in that room?
It's a very exclusive class.
Also, I hate.
With no teacher?
Yes.
Yeah, it's called detention.
But those have teachers!
Uh,
Don't.
not if they're really negligent.
No,
Okay, valid.
they got rid of the teachers and replaced with ChatGPT.
No, don't say that. There's rumors that some classes are doing that. Some schools are actually. Okay, press
I'm gonna
play.
gaslight. You know what? That's great. You can gaslight the teacher into giving you a good grade. Teacher comes back and says, "Unfortunately, you got an F." Actually, I got an A. Oh, my mistake. You got an A. Boom. Perfect grades.
And people and like fucking schools are wondering why can't we use AI for teachers?
Yeah.
Just treat actual teachers like people.
Yeah. So 3, 2, 1.
She started daydreaming about all the fun she would have without worrying about classes. Then, her concentration was suddenly broken when two classmates sitting behind her began to talk about a magical vending
Now
machine that
there's
had
more
been going
kids.
viral online.
Well,
This caught Yuko's ear.
wait.
She
Is it
pretended
really
not-
more kids or is it their face? Because there's so much blank space, and you don't see their desks or
I
other
don't know.
kids.
I know it's just as much as you do,
They're
Jerry.
just framing it in the manner that gives them the least work possible, I guess.
Yeah.
They're literally doing it so lazy it makes it look like a empty classroom essentially with whispering ghosts that are supposed to be teenagers.
She already drank the Diet Ghost.
You know what? Yeah, she already drank the Diet Ghost.
Random says moral minds are not to comprehend SCP exposed.
not to listen as they went on about how it was close by, supposedly near the local mall. Yuko was lost in the students' conversation. when
I'm
the bell
sorry,
rang.
there's no mall called the mall.
They were tired of making up
Speak
names.
for yourself. Speak for yourself. It's now my life's mission to make a mall franchise. It's just called the Mall.
And just have one
Host to
store in
such
it.
stores as the Gap. Are there any other stores that you can think of that has the word "the" in it?
I was just thinking you
The
should put-
Dicks.
I was just
I feel like Gap doesn't have rather than the Gap, wouldn't you have stores like the store?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Clothing?
The store, the
The fast food.
the fast food,
The burger?
the burger.
It's just
Tacos?
no. I'm thinking like we've already got the fast food that sells the burgers. So the burger is just a completely empty room with a rotten burger sitting on a pedestal in the center of it.
Oh my God.
This is the burger.
Anyways, back to the video.
Oh no,
Yuko
if
grabbed
it's
her bag and
somewhere
put it-
called the fast food, it makes me worry that it has things like pizza burger, taco burger.
Yes.
Burger.
Burger.
Hot dog sushi.
Hot dogs.
I want to go home.
Anyways, 3, 2, 1.
straight for the mall. Hours passed as she walked up and down the streets, looking for any sign of the vending machine. It was getting dark. Yuko cut through an alley behind the mall, when the silhouette of a large black box appeared in front of her, standing against the wall.
Do those
She gasped with
buildings
excitement.
actually exist?
No.
Yuko ran over to
Well,
it and was about to insert some money when she noticed an out-of-order sign hung on it, written in red ink. Yuko decided to try anyway. She put in a few coins and waited as a noise sounded from within the vending machine. Then, it spit out a single pack of gum. Yuko looked confused and tried again. She inserted more money and pressed more numbers. The machine spit out a soft drink that rolled out into a dispenser. Yuko looked slightly disappointed. She took the drink and left for home. Welcome to SCP Exposed.
She left
Before
the
we begin,
gum?
it has come to our
Who the fuck is that?
Yes.
I don't know. Some random weirdo.
It's the other guy's older brother or younger brother. I don't
It's a
know.
random guy they grabbed off the street and put a coat on. They're getting desperate.
Yeah. In 3, 2, 1.
Attention, some of you may have noticed our previous narrator has been missing from recent videos. It has been declassified that person was not an employee of the company, but rather SCP-9736.
Hold on. That SCP doesn't exist. What? I saw this. Oh, yeah, Fuser Isis. It's a humanoid with shape-shifting abilities. It didn't exist by the time this video happened. The Gen 9 just got created. I'm not Gen 9, not Gen 10.
In other words, is there a way of saying he was a private contractor? Yes. There's no way, like, every voice we've heard here is probably just some guy that they found on Fiverr.
Yeah.
Or somewhere. But they went ahead and used an SCP number that didn't exist at the time to say that that guy was that SCP.
Now watch someone actually make that SCP, and that SCP has nothing to do with this.
You say that as if it would be novel for there to be no SCP related to these fuckos.
What was that
I'd
number?
be more shocked if it was related to this.
It was, hold on, it's right down here. I saw it. 9736. It's just not an SCP yet. Yeah. Which, actually, now that I think about it, it wouldn't even make sense. 9736 would be what they're saying, because 9736 generation is based off of patterns and ideological concepts. I don't think
Are you
shapeshift.
expecting this to?
Sorry.
Are you expecting this to be at all relevant for something that was decided at a later time?
Oh my god. Random versus
They
tiny.
just chose a random number.
Sorry, I mean to cut you off.
Yeah. It's fine. Just go ahead.
I was saying random versus time to create an account for a joke SCP insulting this channel. How about the concept of a content farm SCP and it actively feeds the brain matter of its viewers? Honestly, I can see that actually being made as one of the new generation SCPs. It would fall under that gen. But anyways, back to the SCP video at hand.
It had infiltrated the building for an unknown length of time in an attempt to learn the Foundation's most top secret information. It's unknown what it has learned, but it's now contained within Site-19. Today, we bring you Safe Class Subject number 261, also referred to as the Pan-Dimensional Vending Machine. And as always, make sure to leave a like and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future SCP cases. SCP-261 is a large black vending machine.
So they've just spontaneously canonized that the original voice actor was an SCP that was infiltrating the Foundation.
Yeah, also...
Sure, bud.
Also, I will say this. This is kind of a pet peeve that I have, as well as other SCP writers also have, this mentioned on SCP Reddit. We hate it when we always hear it go that an SCP goes to Site-19, because that site gets used way too much. When there's hundreds of different other sites.
This
Think of
SCP
this,
goes to
though. Do they even-
Site-19.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Oh, you first, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I actually heard what Hatchet. I didn't hear what Jerry said.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do they even know what other sites there are? They barely do any research, so.
Yeah. Make it a powder keg. Oh my.
Do some of these people even realize there are foundation buildings outside the United States?
No.
Because,
Probably
yeah,
not.
that's what I thought. Because there's one sub covered international that literally just had it in the United States.
Yeah.
We've seen that multiple times. Me
Don't you
like going,
know
oh
that?
yeah, different country, United States. Eh.
Don't you know that the United States is the only country?
No. No. No.
It obviously is.
No.
Anytime you hear someone mention Canada, that's just the United States. Mexico, that's the United States.
I know you're fucking with me,
Brazil,
but I still
that's the
hate things
United
like that.
States.
Ah, yes, France, my favorite continent.
My favorite state in the United States is the Democratic Republic of North Korea. I love those guys.
Uh, uh,
Does not have a display window, and the numerical keypad does not seem to correlate to the item received. Curiously, 261 is also capable of working without a power supply. When used, the SCP will eject one of any number of random snack or beverage items, including Coke,
With
Pepsi,
more
and
flavor.
Cheetos. SCP-261 only accepts currency in the form of Japanese yen. 261 was located and seized in Yokohama, Japan shortly after news of it had quickly spread online. When the locals were asked about the origin of the SCP, nobody could recall ever seeing it being installed. Researchers brought 261 back to the Foundation and performed various studies on it. Currency other than yen was tried on the SCP, but was rejected. Every item the machine dispensed had bright, eye-catching packaging.
almost
Upon
like it
opening
was
it,
found in
researchers
Japan.
Mm.
Yeah.
Japan
discovered
is
that not
my favorite state of the United States.
Ah,
Is Hatchet feeling okay? Me and Hatchet are both not feeling okay. We're sick.
I'm the one that's healthy. I'm also the one that's always low energy in general.
Not only did it not contain any abnormal items, the SCP contained no items whatsoever. It was learned that using the vending machine multiple times without being connected to a power supply exponentially raised the chances of unstable vending. The SCP will then dispense bizarre items that, while technically are still food, should not be
Pizza!
As we all know, pizza is a bizarre, unstable food product that should not be consumed.
I'm kind of curious. Has it ever actually? 'Cause I have this as well. Oh no, it spat out pizzas before.
Why are you shocked?
President Pizza!
Wait, what?
Small French size of standard bagel wrapped in plastic emblazoned with the American flag logo. Large text proclaimed the item to be President Pizza and encouraged customers to collect all 60. It should be noted that there have only been 46 United States presidents at the time of writing. Contests were a very small pizza with a portrait of Mallard Fillmore done in pizza toppings and a trading card of said president.
The fudge?
I love this SCP.
Gotta catch them all pizza presidents? What?
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, 3, 1.
consumed by humans. Researchers conducted multiple experiments with ordering items from SCP-261 while plugged into a power supply. These records have been logged in testing phase 8. Each item was paid for with 800 yen and was recorded as such.
Wait, they said earlier in the video it can work without being plugged in.
Yeah.
Yes.
and they plugged it in to make it work.
They're talking at Aaron, please
Yeah.
pay attention. They're going off onto a different thing. They're describing a test in which they
Alright.
plugged it in.
Gotcha.
Yes,
Oh,
just
because it's
because it doesn't
unstable and
need to
unplugged.
be doesn't mean they didn't.
Gotcha. Alright. 30, 10.
Coke Zero, a can of Diet Coke packaging in English. Still carbonated. Cheetos, a small bag of Cheetos snack food. Packaging
That is a sad Cheetos bag.
Do you expect anything else? Now with more flavor.
that is that's what the Cheetos bag would look like if Cheetos goes bankrupt.
They're closing all the offices down. We gotta put out one more bag of Cheetos. And it's this bag.
It's worth 10 grand.
They're going out of business. It's actually just worth 10 cents. Until they go completely out of business, then it's 10 grand.
Maybe they were trying to copy Cheetos' Japanese steak flavor.
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, because like that's the closest image I found to it. Although it has a blue background, it's just weird, awkward Cheeto placings.
Yeah. Is it 3, 2, 1?
English.
Steak
Not stale.
flavor?
Yeah, they have steak flavor.
Ugh.
It probably doesn't taste good.
I don't want my Cheetos to taste like flesh.
Remember this the fucking
Here's
what flavor?
here's another picture of Cheetos steak flavor.
I don't need any more pictures. It's a crime against humanity.
I said 3, 2, 1.
Black, a single pack of caffeinated chewing gum. Packaging in Japanese. Black
I don't
coffee
like
flavor.
this. I don't like the
Yan
sound.
Yan, a single Yan Yan cone with peach dipping frosting. Packaging in Japanese. The Meiji Saika company does not produce this flavor. It's the staff's favorite. Pepsi Dragon Twist. One can of Pepsi Cola with a trance of fruit flavor. Packaging in English. Flavor identified as dragon fruit. PepsiCo does not produce this product. By far the best item from the SCP. Dark Side Cola. One can with clear plastic sides and packaging in Japanese. Liquid inside is clear. When opened, liquid appears to react to the air and changes to dark black over a period of several seconds. The black coloration looks like billowing smoke and cannot be reversed. Liquid's taste described as cola with something spicy in it. The Little Bakery 7 grain, a small tube the size of a candy bar with a green button, made of aluminum. Packaging in English. When the top is twisted off, a mass of dough is extruded. On contact with air, these cause the dough to rise and bake. Produces a small round loaf of bread. Taste described as good, but chewy. Lemon clams,
Wait,
a thick
bread?
What?
Oh yeah,
This was in it.
yeah. I couldn't remember all the tests. There was a couple. Sorry.
plastic baggie with a plastic tube on the side, containing
Okay.
water and 12 clams.
Why did they make it look like a gas canister?
Mm. What the fuck is citroene mosellan?
I think that's what they're trying to say is what this product's called. I don't think it had a name.
Did
No.
it?
Yeah, it says lemon clams.
Yeah, it says unknown. Here, go back,
This is what it is right
like
here.
to the video.
Oh, the video?
Yeah, citroen mosellan. Uh, I don't know what this. I don't know what this is. Say translation. Google says that this is oh my god, get your stupid thing. Google is saying that this is Dutch for lemon mussels.
It was a Dutch product, but
I
it's
guess they're
lemon
in the
clam.
same family.
Yeah, but
Like they're both mollusks.
yeah.
They're both different.
Anyways, damn.
You see,
Packaging.
Oh,
no, go ahead.
I wasn't sure if you were saying anything else.
I'm good. Go ahead.
Dutch. The plastic tube was cracked like a glow stick. Liquid in the bag flashed as steam, venting from a hole that popped open in the top of the bag, slightly burning one researcher. Steaming finished after 38 seconds. After
What is that?
Those are supposedly clams.
It kind of
You
looks.
it's got the clam flesh and it's got the two shells on the top part.
Yeah, the
These are
flesh.
definitely clams.
Yeah, the flesh looks like a fist with a knife attached to it.
I can see it.
which clams were found to be fully cooked and infused with a mild lemon flavor. On investigation, clams match no recorded species. It almost feels wrong eating them. Diet Ghost. A can containing an instance
What?
of SCP-2.
Wait,
Why do we just keep getting the narrator's random thoughts injected into this?
I don't know.
Uh,
So weird.
107. Packaging was in English. Testing done on this instance provided similar results to other contained instances of SCP-2107. This marks the first time SCP-261 has vended another SCP object. Still waiting for the non-diet version. Unknown.
God damn it! Stop putting your fucking opinions on the fucking thing.
I'm just gonna say there's very clearly no non-diet version.
Yeah.
Small mesh bag filled with small multicolored pyramids. Packaging in an unknown language. Pyramids found to be very hard and unpleasant tasting, compared to chalk in taste and consistency.
What the people who ate them didn't die. What, do you think that when someone tastes something unpleasant, instantly die?
Of course. That's why whenever kids eat vegetables, they die.
Oh wait, I just realized. Throughout this entire video so far, we have not seen anyone who wasn't white.
Well, yes, but we also haven't seen the original staff.
True. 3, 2.
When placed in hot water, pyramids open and produce strings that quickly dissolve. Unknown number 2. An aluminum box with a small glass window on the side and a large round button on the top. The packaging is in an unknown language. Box appears to be filled with small round animals covered in
I hate it here.
We love you.
Most likely, it's like a tiny sphere with an eye on it.
Well, they made them into teddy bears. Teddy bears are animals now.
fur, each with 3 small paws and a single large eye. Pressing the button causes the inside of the box to rapidly become superheated, cooking the small animals alive. Muffled noises and scratching were heard for several seconds during the cooking process. Unknown number 3, a tall, thin aluminum can with pack.
Oh, because they're not gonna mention that the Professor Kane
Yeah, like
wouldn't
I
eat
said,
one.
they cut out the original staff. I was right.
Packaging in an unknown language. Opening the can causes a chemical reaction with the liquid inside the can. liquid was apparently not intended for an oxygenated atmosphere and detonated violently, causing several injuries and killing 2 researchers.
Warning, be careful
Testing was
what you
continued.
order.
An area observed to smell like oranges for several days. To this day, SCP-261 sits in the Foundation break room, where it serves the staff.
So
What did
they
you think about
literally
this
cut
case?
out every single character in the file.
Yeah.
They also cut out the author's name.
Yep. Hey, they didn't put
I
like.
mean,
Huh?
I mean, that is to say, they only cut out one character, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I was
It
gonna.
was the only character.
Yeah. I was gonna
yeah.
say they didn't include one of the AI videos to be in the ending this time.
Yeah.
Alright, so removal of character slash license, well, they didn't include the author, and the one character that was in it was removed.
If
So I guess a 2.
Yeah.
yeah,
One for the removed Dr. Kane, and one for the lack of crediting the author.
Yeah. Uh, altered slash added gore or violence. Well, they fucking for some reason had that D-class died after consuming the pyramid.
Yeah, like I guess that's a 1. They just randomly added some dude keeling over dead because he chewed on a chalky little pyramid thing.
I
Oh,
guess tasting bad means death.
oh yeah, and I also decided to look back and a little bit in the other unknowns as well as yeah, unknowns. They removed a bit of information on them. So it's just the pyramid ones where they dissolved it
Yeah.
in water and stuff like that. So deviates from the point of the article. There's they didn't include some parts of the article. They did
That would be
include
like
most
a
of it.
what?
Huh?
What?
I was saying, but they did include most of the article. They just removed some parts.
That sounds like it's a 1 for deviates.
Yeah. You think so too, Hatchet?
I don't know if I would
Hmm?
personally add a point for such a small deviation, but also I don't care enough to fight. So 1, I guess.
Alright. So, only minute in video such offensiveness. Well, it was just white people. But they did
Well,
have
the
women.
beginning character was an Asian girl.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so they didn't have just white people.
Oh, yeah.
But it was something that took place in Japan at the beginning, and
Yeah.
they only had like one actual full Japanese person and 2 bits of faces. Like they were allergic to Japanese.
I
What?
think we're reading into that too
Yeah,
much.
I'm confused. What?
I think that the only reason they didn't show people there is because they didn't want to add extra work for themselves.
Yeah. That makes sense. So, do we put it as a 0? Or.
The Jiri?
I I don't have any opinion. Honestly, they part of it was in Japan. The other part was wherever that SCP is located in the SCP Foundation, because I don't know which building and which foundation building it is in, so I don't know where in the world it is currently located.
Yeah, it doesn't actually
Mm.
say, so it's up to interpretation.
Yeah, it's Site 19. Wherever
Where?
that is.
That's an
It's Site 19.
That's
Uh,
actually the one thing that's funny about Site 19 is that there's no definitive location for it. Some places it's in either Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, or Alaska. Depends on the SCP at hand. It has no definite location.
But yeah, if it's if it's located in the United States somewhere, wherever it's located, then they probably should have shown other people besides white guys after that, but I'm not bothered. It should get a 0.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like I typed random person, the site that keeps teleporting is Site 13. And let's just be glad that all the researchers died in that site. Except for one who's being constantly tortured for all eternity.
You mean the one stuck in whatever world that is?
Yeah.
Well, at least no
In a
one's
red reality.
purposely torturing them.
So that got a 75%. A lot higher than I wanted to give them. Also, I'm seeing that we're getting closer and closer to the end, which is good.
That is how linear time works.
Yeah. Alright.
Eventually, when you do something long enough, you get to the end.
Alright, so the nickname for the next SCP is online role-playing game, aka 896. Object class safe. Special containment procedures. Physical containment of 896 is impossible due to widespread public knowledge. However, the anomalous properties of 896 have been largely neutralized through Foundation efforts and the corporation of Redacted, the publishing and hosting company of 896. The server cluster hosting 896 original code is to be housed at Site 15. 5 standard desktop computers are to be directly connected to the server with 896-1 installed on each one. 896 may never be connected to the internet or any of Site 15's networks, but may be regularly patched as needed by use of physical media. Alright, this is crossed out, but any person wishing to use 896 must obtain permission from 2 level 4 administrators. Alright, it is now stated that Foundation personnel may not use 896 until further notice. No personnel level 4 or above may use 896 due to potential loss of valuable Foundation data. Any D-class personnel using testing 896 must be routinely monitored for the effects of 896, and containment procedures must be tailored individually to ensure no security breaches occur. Description: 896 is known to the public as Redacted, a popular online role-playing game. The version of 896 that the public uses has no anomalous effects. However, the original code developed by Redacted exhibits effects that warrant Redacted's classification as an SCP. Right. 896 functions as any normal online role-playing game. Please consult non-Foundation articles if not familiar with the mechanics and terminology of an online role-playing game. 896's normal behavior only manifests with the user creates an avatar, which shares the exact first and last name of the user. Once this occurs, the user is imprinted upon the avatar. Once imprinted, any changes to the avatar statistics will have a direct effect upon the user. How this occurs is not well understood. The current hypothesis is 896 allows the user to exhibit a powerful mind over matter control over their body and surroundings. There are 6 stats that directly affect the abilities of the user. Raising the stats in-game causes a corresponding increase in physical or mental characteristics of the user. However, if one stat is 15% greater than any other stat, all other physical attributes of the user suffer. The stats interlinked to real physical abilities are described below. Strength. Self-explanatory, as an avatar's strength increases, so does the user's. Agility. Highly agile users note a high accuracy of movement and control of their body. This grace allows for a great speed of movement, with no sacrifice of skill or accuracy of the desired action. Stamina. Increased stamina results in the ability to go longer without food or sleep, enhanced physical endurance, even resistance to disease and physical damage. Charisma. Charisma grants the user a deep understanding of individual and exploits this to manipulate them to their own wants. Intelligence. Higher intelligence leads to an increase in the information retention and problem-solving capabilities of the user. Wisdom allows the user to deeply understand situations and people that allows them to see the best possible solution for the problem. It should be noted that the best possible solution is based upon the morals and ethical priorities of the subject. Oh. Alright, recovery log. 896 effects were first noted during the beta test. MTF Mu4's routine monitoring intercepted intra-office emails detailing the effects and quickly moved into secure 896. 896 was already highly anticipated by the general public, so simply burying the project was not an option. 896 was released to the general public with significant code alterations to ensure 896 would not exhibit anomalous behavior. The old beta code was quickly patched and 896 was effectively contained. Test log -A. The Group 5 D-Class personnel was selected for testing based upon their knowledge of computer gaming, compliance with Foundation's instruction, and below average physical and mental characteristics. Each Class D was assigned a role within the group that assigned to test one specific statistic. For ease of reading, D-A through E are referred to by an alias describing a role as follows.
Alias,
Alias.
I think.
Why did I say alias? Alias.
It's okay.
-A, Knight, character focus on stamina. B, Berserker, character focus on strength. C, focus on Cleric, focus on wisdom. D, Warlock, focus on intelligence. E, Bard, focus on charisma. Oh, well, test logs are not that long. No. Testing notes, all 5 Class D are imprinted upon their avatars. Subjects proceed to play for redacted hours. No abnormal behavior or abilities were displayed. Character statistics redacted. Results, all subjects underwent controlled tests to determine their baseline abilities. After today's session, all subjects did not display any gains that were statistically relevant to our data set. However, a low character experience statistic gains are minimal. Alright. Testing notes. The subjects have been playing for 1 week. Subjects work well together and have begun searching more dangerous areas of 896 for magical items. Character statistics redacted. Results, subjects Knight and Berserker are showing improvement. Knight has been able to maintain a full sprint on a treadmill for 2 minutes longer, and displays an increase in pain tolerance. Berserker has begun to develop a more muscular physique and can lift 9% more than controlled tests. Bard's abilities are hard to quantify, as expected. Warlock's abilities in information recall and application have increased dramatically. Cleric has begun conducting highly organized logical debates with researchers regarding ethics and purpose of SCP/human testing. Subjects stats are approaching the 50% mark, and we are anticipating the consequences of this to appear soon. Alright. Testing notes, the subjects have been playing for 2 weeks. Berserker broke his keyboard and mouse by gripping them. The subject had been provided a custom-made keyboard and mouse made of steel. All subjects have begun to defer to Bard's judgment of any situation and begun providing him all magical items, regardless of Bard's actual need or use of the item. Character statistics redacted. Result: Berserker has been instructed to begin increasing his ability statistic so he can better control his vastly improved strength. Bard has been forbidden from speaking during testing to prevent self. How do I say that?
Aggrandizement.
Aggrandizement. Alright. Aggrandizement at the cost of the other test subject's focus. Warlock is approaching savant level intelligence. However, the IQs of the subjects focusing on physical stats has plummeted. Bard, Cleric, and Warlock have significantly reduced energy levels and have lost 20% of their muscle mass over the last 2 weeks. Ugh. Well, wow.
Oh my.
Alright. Testing notes, Berserker and Knight quibbled over who should receive receive a magic item. And the argument turned violent. Berserker was able to throw Knight into a containment wall before being subdued by security. Knight was unharmed despite causing significant damage to the concrete wall. Character statistics redacted. Results: Berserker was easily subdued with the use of a taser. Although he is physically very strong, he possesses no additional toughness or endurance. The converse is true with Knight. Although highly resistant to damage and physical pain, he is no stronger than his controlled tests. Berserker has been fitted with a standard foundation shock collar to ensure compliance. The mental faculties of all subjects have plummeted, although Warlock's memory has near perfect recall. His ability to apply his knowledge is nearly non-existent. Even a slight sleep in logic or creative thinking is beyond his ability. Cleric's long-term memory has been severely limited. He must be briefed on all aspects of a problem before he can formulate a solution. Both Cleric and Warlock require wheelchairs and assistance in feeding themselves. Oh! Knight's epidermis has been extremely hard, but has lost any elasticity. In order to provide the necessary range of movement for testing, lacerations along his joints are to be done 5 hours beforehand with a diamond-bladed jigsaw. The cuts heal with the prerequisite time, and the Knight apparently feels no pain from the procedure. Recommend increasing Knight's agility as well to ensure ease of testing. What the fuck?
That is not a friendly SCP.
No, it's not. Berserker requires continual skin grafting, as his muscle growth has outstripped the elasticity of his skin. Ugh.
Oh, great. He's turned into that one muscle guy from My Hero Academia.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I forgot that fucker's name too.
I can't remember his name.
Alright, testing notes. Bard was terminated today.
Oh no.
That is an opening statement, to say the least. Foundation researcher Redacted has elected to play Bard's avatar to allow testing to continue. Character statistics.
So we just
Huh?
so we just not gonna talk about Bard? Why was the Bard terminated?
Oh,
He did something.
it says in notes. Alright.
Oh.
Character
Oh, okay.
statistics. Redacted. Notes. Bard breached containment when the guard assigned to his containment cell released the lock. The guard had been providing Bard with food over the past week and had been regularly exposed to Bard's body language and demeanor. When asked why he released Bard, the guard stated, "I see the poor guy every day, and I felt sorry for him." Bard walked in the cafeteria and made Foundation personnel make him steak and strawberry ice cream. Upon completing his meal, he returned to his cell to sleep. The man determined the threat presented by Bard's continually developing abilities outweighed any further potential insights into 896 and ordered his termination. It is theorized that Bard only returned to his cell because the thought of escape from Foundation custody had not even crossed his mind. Oh, so that's why he was killed.
Yeah, he
Okay.
basically decided I'm God now.
Cleric
I
has
guess it's safe to say, yeah. He's not God.
Cleric has requested researchers allow him to invest in intelligence statistics to enhance his failing memory. His request was tentatively approved. At this point, nearly all subjects require Cleric's guidance to perform any task. Berserker has seemingly reached a plateau
Plateau?
plateau of his physical abilities, and claims he is no longer experiencing any increase of strength or agility despite continued gain in 896. Requesting additional security measures be considered in case he is falsifying his results. It should be noted that communications with all subjects has become increasingly difficult as all are rapidly losing language skills. Oh.
Have them all invest in intelligence.
Oh, well, this is not good. The last test log. Testing notes. Total containment breach of all subjects. 3 subjects terminated.
Oh.
Testing discontinued. Character statistics redacted. Notes. While subjects were led back to their containment cells by Foundation security, Berserker managed to remove his shock collar and kill redacted guards. His strength and speed were much higher than anticipated. Berserker proceeded to free the other subjects. Warlock and Berserker made their way to 896 containment cell. Knight remained and resisted Foundation personnel attempting to re-establish containment. Knight held off redacted Foundation personnel for 10 minutes. Standard issue firearms could not harm Knight. Knight was eventually forced into containment cell and terminated via asphyxiation. Oh god. Which took approximately 20 minutes. Jesus. No autopsy was performed on Knight due to examiner's inability to pierce his skin with medical instruments. Upon reaching 896 containment cell, Warlock told Berserker to open the cell. Berserker was able to rip the Foundation security door off its hinges before dying. Autopsies indicate the force required to remove the Foundation security door shattered redacted bones in his body and snapped his spine in 3 places. Although Berserker was able to generate enough force to accomplish this feat, his body could not handle the door's weight or the effect of Newton's third law.
Oh.
I forgot which one Newton's third law was. Does anyone remember?
I think that's before I look it up, I think that's every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
Ah.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I am the greatest.
Warlock entered 896's containment and proceeded to access the game. It took approximately 7 minutes for him to decipher 896's source code and edit the hexadecimal code containing his character statistics. Upon editing the status to the maximum value allowed, Warlock vanished from containment. To this date, Warlock or his remains have not been found. Upon reviewing Warlock's account, information contained on 896, researchers discovered a customer service notation simply stating, User has been banned for hacking. Did the game just eliminate him?
It deleted
I
the
guess.
warlock out of existence for hacking.
Oh my
That's why you
God.
don't hack.
Yeah.
Well, normally
Get good.
hacking doesn't delete you out of existence.
Just don't
Although
hack
you
the
should have seen
game.
that
It's
coming.
Yeah. My God. Clark has escaped containment and his whereabouts are unknown at this time. Clark is most likely responsible for the breach as the other subjects lack the necessary ambition or are planning to attempt this sort of escape. Researcher Redacted is also missing. It's believed during a distraction caused the containment breach. Clark gained access to SCP Redacted with the help of Researcher Redacted and used SCP Redacted to escape. Wait. Okay.
We don't know what SCP it is. Just because it's single digit doesn't mean we know what it is.
Yeah. Now, if I were to guess, it'd probably be SCP-005. The skeleton key. It is a key that can open
Maybe.
any lock, but the
Well,
lock
that
can
would
never
make
be.
sense. We don't know.
Yeah, I'm just
Once
saying.
again, that makes sense, but we don't know.
Yeah. Random person and me had the same thought. Anyways, testing log B. Dr. Renacted level 3 researcher was conservatively using 896 to augment his abilities. Dr. Redacted was increasing his stats uniformly to avoid any negative effects. Dr. Redacted was 53 years old and in good health, and his strength and IQ had increased 7% since beginning use of 896. Dr. Redacted decided to have a game-a-thon over Thanksgiving weekend in 20 Redacted, in which he played 896 for an estimated redacted hours, straight before he expired. Autopsies revealed evidence of severe arthritis, early onset Alzheimer's, cataract, and development of several tumors. Medical examiner could only conclude that Dr. Redacted had died of old age. Further use of 896 by Finnish personnel has been suspended until the direct correlation between aging effects brought on by leveling is understood. Oh.
I think rather than leveling, it has you age the same amount of days that your character has gone through. You don't really think about that when you're gaming because you don't have to, but typically through a long session of gaming, the character's probably gone through weeks or months and hasn't even been a few hours for you.
Yeah. Oh, apparently a random person grabbed the SCPs it could be. SCP-001, yeah, that's not happening. I agree with random person. The flesh throne, the flesh motherboard, the rusty keys, the skeleton key, fountain of youth, guy with a plant for a gut, the zombie plague, and red ice.
I want to believe they stole the zombies.
Once again, even if the skeleton key is the most logical explanation, I'm not going to jump to conclusions.
That's fair. It's just theory, an SCP theory.
You did the game theory shit. She laughed.
Taking his time that time.
Alright. Let's see the thumbnail. What the fuck is this? What is this?
Just show us the thumbnail. Technically, that's probably one of the B class. Technically, that's what happens when you don't evenly distribute the stats, right?
Yeah.
He's min maxing. He's min maxing strength.
Yeah, but why did they put blush under his eyes? Is what I'm wondering.
As we all know, uh, video games make you horny.
Well, blushing can be used to show, like, a few emotions. In this case, I have no idea what emotion it is since the eyes look totally blank. I don't know
And
if it's
glowing.
surprise. I don't know if he's horny. I don't know if he's drunk. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to show that there's nothing inside, but that wouldn't make sense. That's not one of the instances of an emotion that causes blushing.
Anyways, so is this gonna be like a 0 or something like that?
Oh, I don't fucking know.
Well, everything's in order. The only thing weird is the blush, so yeah, 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The blush I don't get, but that doesn't make it gain a mark.
Yeah. All right. Nope, not letting you speak. All right. Oh my gosh, written by unknown author again. About that.
Hmm.
It is very much known who the author is. Oh look, a comment right here says, "Oh yeah, the old voice is back." Which means the old
Wait,
man.
did they call him an SCP in one thing, and in the very next episode bring him back?
Yes.
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, let me just put the bingo board up. Alright. In 3, 2, 1.
Tim could barely wait to get back to his dorm and load
Yep,
up a new
he's
game his
back.
friend had just let him borrow. He had allegedly gotten a hold of a pirated beta version of a popular online game that had an urban legend tied to it.
Oh my
He
god.
skated down the sidewalk as fast as he could and ran straight to his room. The game finished
Didn't
installing,
that
and Tim
game
began.
not ever go public?
No, it did not.
Yeah, so from the start, that makes no sense. They literally just lied about the SCP's history. Okay, keep going.
What?
His long anticipated journey. In the blink of an eye, 6 hours vanished. Tim hadn't moved from his chair, but he felt heavier the more he played. The next day came, but Tim decided to skip class to spend more time playing. His character was progressing fast, already
Right.
level 35. Tim decided it was finally time to get up to stretch and take care of real-life errands, when the chair beneath him broke. Tim collapsed on the floor, unable to move. He noticed his shirt was ripped all over, and
I.
That makes no sense.
It doesn't just make your arm muscles just grow, it grows your muscles all over.
Oh,
I find it
Huh?
I find it very funny that the chair breaking underneath him sounded like a gunshot. So I'd like to imagine he was just fucking shot dead. End of video.
Right.
Also,
Let's wrap it up, folks.
I would like to comment that this is not how arm strength works. The muscles would get bigger, but that would not cause the bones to expand. It never said anything about the expansion of bones.
And just expansion of muscles. Anyways, random person did bring a good point back, Jerry. The game did go public, but not the anomalous version. That's right. The bones don't get stronger. Yeah. 3, 2.
That's what I was talking about, random person. Sorry, I wasn't more. Yeah, the anomalous version never went public. That's why I said the SCP never went public. It was never a public game. Yes, the non-anomalous version was public, but that wasn't really the one they were using, was it?
No.
Therefore, this makes no sense. It was never public. They could never access it.
Oh yeah, there's something I think I'm gonna do in December. I might have you guys join me. But I forgot there's this one SCP article where it used to be this small RPG game connected to the article, but it got updated to a choose your own adventure SCP, and I think that would be a fun stream
Ooh.
to do together.
I feel like all three of us would pick different things.
Yeah, we just all take
Probably.
turns. That's what I was thinking.
Oh.
Yeah, what I was also thinking was that we just do rock paper scissors to see who goes first, or something. I don't know. Anyways, in 3, 2, 1.
And his pants were unusually tight. Tim had gotten jacked, just like his character in the game. He tried picking himself off the floor, but couldn't find his center of gravity. Tim tried yelling for help, but his packs and traps had gotten so large they were squeezing against his windpipe, making it hard to yell for help, let alone breathe.
What?
Tim laid on the ground and
That
tried to
makes
stay
no
calm,
sense.
but knew
That's
something.
not how muscles work.
That's not even how Berserker died.
It's like muscle gets so big, throat cut off, voice. No! No. Oh.
This is not how the SCP functions. Are you good?
I just made a few sounds. They didn't mean anything besides emotions.
I can tell.
I'm sure you can read what emotions I felt.
Random person. In her response is just 3 dots.
Something was wrong. How did he get so bulky so fast? The only thing he had been doing was playing the game. He glanced over and looked over at the computer screen. The idle camera zoomed around his character. Days had passed until Tim's roommate looked for him. He called throughout the dorm and went over to his room. He opened the door and found Tim's body on the ground next to the online game. The cause of death was listed as suffocation, and his character had been kicked due to inactivity. Welcome to SCP Exposed. Today, we
Go
bring
fuck
you
yourself.
Safe Class Subject number 896, also known as the online role-playing game. But before we begin, be sure to leave a like and hit that notification bell so that
Like
you
I
don't miss
said,
out
go
on
fuck
any
yourself.
future SCP cases. SCP-896 is a popular role-playing game, known to the public as while the version of the game that was sold to the public contains no anomalous effects. The original
Okay, I'm shocked. They didn't make up a game company. They just straight up use an annoying beep sound.
I am very glad they stuck with the spirit of the thing for once, kind of. They still changed how it functioned, but maybe they'll change it back. They're inconsistent.
Flex your neck to get jacked biceps. Oh my god. And a random person. Anyways, 3, 2, 1.
original code created by exhibits traits that warrant the online game's classification as an SCP. 896 functions like any standard online role-playing game. Players are logged into one of several servers, where they're free to create a character using customization tools. 896's effect occurs when players create an avatar that shares the exact first and last name of the creator. Once this happens, the user is linked to the avatar through imprinting. Once linked, any changes to the online avatar stats directly affect the player. Researchers are still unsure as
I don't think that is an option.
That's not how it works. One, how your character physically looks would not affect how you look. Two, the only version that affects people is specifically only in the SCP Foundation. It doesn't magically activate in the video game when you use your real name.
Oh my god.
The fuck kind of drugs were they smoking?
It was just so funny. They
Wait,
just.
what?
Well, they changed it so they're keeping it on the video that instead of just being something you can access through the foundation, it's something you can access the SCP through playing the video game if you just give your character your actual name.
I thought that was how the SCP functioned. Am I misremembering?
Yeah, I believe giving your actual
Well,
name is. is how it functioned.
Well, yes, but like I said, it doesn't do it outside the SCP Foundation because the SCP version is only accessible in the Foundation. They're saying it works that way everywhere if you just play the game.
They
Probably because of the beginning, but they might say in a bit further on that it's only in the SCP Foundation. They probably just used opening to do what they always do and produce
You're
bullshit.
right. Maybe I'm jumping to conclusions. Maybe they'll soon say it's only accessible in the Foundation.
As of yet, they have not stated that.
As to how this is possible, but theorize it may have something to do with the mental state of the user while playing the SCP. In SCP-896, there are 6 basic character stats that skill points can be allocated towards, directly affecting certain aspects of character growth. These stats are Strength, which increase the avatar's power ability; Stamina, allowing the avatar to go longer without the need for food, water, or sleep. It increases physical endurance and resistance to both physical damage and disease. Charisma, granting the avatar deep understanding of other people, and the ability to take advantage of this. Intelligence, which raises the amount of information retained, making problem-solving easier. And Wisdom, a moral ethical buff with passive effects. Due to its already widespread public knowledge, 896 is incapable of being contained. Since the anomalous properties of the SCP have mostly been neutralized, the production and sale of the game itself is allowed. The server hosting SCP-896's original code is housed.
Okay, so they did.
They also even said that it's impossible to contain because it's everywhere. Because there's no way to contain a video game made by a company.
Mostly been neutralized, the production and sale of the game itself is allowed. The server.
Yeah, they're talking about this game itself. They said that it's been neutralized outside. Oh, hold on.
Anomalous properties of the SCP have mostly been neutralized.
Anomalous properties have mostly been neutralized. So yeah, they're talking about the game that's actually being sold to the public. So yeah, they're basically going off. Yeah, yes, the Foundation only has it.
Production and sale of the game itself is allowed. The server hosting.
Yeah.
They're not treating it like it's in the Foundation only, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they'll start doing that.
3, 2, 1.
SCP-896's original code is housed at Site 15 within the Foundation. 5 standard desktop computers are to be connected directly to the server. 896 is never to be connected to the internet or any of Site 15's networks, and is allowed to be patched through use of physical media only. Due to liability and possible loss of valuable Foundation data, Foundation personnel below Level 4 clearance are not authorized to use SCP-896. Any testing of 896 performed with D-Class personnel is to be monitored for anomalous effects. Containment procedures must be altered for each individual to prevent any security breaches from occurring. In a recently declassified recovery log for 896, reports mentioned that beta code exhibited anomalous effects, such as intercepting
The
intra-office
Ninja
emails.
has a slight hue change.
It's just slightly.
Quickly patched, allowing production to continue. During testing phase 1, conducted by the Foundation, 5 D-Class personnel were selected and put in a group. Each Class D was assigned a role within the group designed to test one specific statistic and referred to by an alias describing their role, as follows. D-896-A, Knight, character focus on stamina. D-896-B, Berserker, character focus on strength. D-896-C, Cleric, character focus on wisdom. D-896-D, Warlock, character focus on intelligence. And D-896-E, Bard, character focus on charisma. The following is a compiled list of notes taken during the experiment. The subjects have been playing for 1 week. The subjects work well together and have begun searching more dangerous areas of SCP-896 for magical items. Knight has been able to maintain a full sprint on the treadmill for 2 minutes tolerance. D displays an increased pain. Berserker has begun to develop a more muscular physique and can lift 9% more than control tests. Bard's abilities are hard to quantify as expected.
That's not how a lute sounds, but sure, yeah.
I was not expecting an electric guitar. That's not how it should work. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You didn't hear that.
Oh my gosh, I was not expecting that. Oh.
Warlock's abilities in information recall and application have increased dramatically. Cleric is
Hi, Chew. Sorry.
highly organized and logical debates with researchers regarding the ethics and purpose of SCP/human testing. The subjects have been playing for 2 weeks. Berserker broke his keyboard and mouse by gripping them. Subject has been provided a custom-made keyboard and mouse made of steel. All subjects have begun to defer to Bard's judgment of any situation and begun providing him all magical items, regardless of Bard's actual need or use of the
I
item.
can barely hear what he
The
said.
IQs of the subjects focusing on physical stats has plummeted. Bard, Cleric, and Warlock have significantly reduced energy levels and have lost 20% of their muscle mass over the last 2 weeks. Berserker and Knight quibbled over who should receive a magical item, and the argument
Wait, when the fuck did I get a redeemed called Bright? Are you feeling alright? When did I get that redeemed?
Maybe it was added when you weren't looking. You do have mods.
Which one of you fuckers? Was that
I
Bright?
didn't.
Which one of you fucks?
What happens when it's redeemed?
Nothing. It just puts. Are you feeling alright?
It's time to stop!
Who the fuck is adding this shit? Because there's one that says, Hatchet, get off of Twitter, and it's just a someone says, it's time to stop.
Actually, get off of Twitter has been there for like a while now.
Oh, Bright, get off of Twitter. Oh, it's me. What the fuck? Who's... Yeah, oh wait, I wonder if Bookworm added anything. Bookworm might have. Because I gave them permission for sound alerts.
Wait, what's Brother Ew? One of your redeems is Brother Ew.
Oh, yeah, it might have been... It's a sound alert. Yeah, it might have been Bookworm. Alright, no potty mouth, I get it. I was so confused when I saw that.
turned violent.
I was so
Berserker was able to
confused.
throw Knight into a containment wall before being subdued by security. Knight was unharmed despite causing
Thrown into a containment wall, repeatedly bashing them into the wall. I'm sorry.
significant damage to the concrete wall. Berserker was easily subdued with the use of a taser.
Hold on. What taser looks like that?
None. Let's keep going. It's the magical, cheap art taser.
I just responds, the ding.
Was easily subdued with the use of a taser. Although he is physically very strong, he possesses no additional toughness or endurance. The converse is true with Knight. Although highly resistant to damage and physical pain, he's no stronger than his control test. Berserker has been fitted with a standard Foundation shock collar to ensure compliance. Bard was terminated today. Foundation researcher has elected to play Bard's avatar to allow testing to continue. Total containment breach, all subjects terminated. Testing discontinued. To this day, SCP-896 is enjoyed by millions of players around the world, anomalous effect free. What did you think of this SCP's case? Let us know in the
Technically, it's not considered the SCP if it's the anomalous free version.
So they left out big information what happens if about the age.
They basically cut out half of the SCP data, yeah.
Yeah, because they also cut
And they
out
also
some Tesla
treated
gay.
the online version as basically the non-anomalous version of the SCP, like they're one and the same, but one with and one without anomaly.
Wait, did they just gloss over that everyone died? Yeah, literally
Yes.
every death was just removed from the video. No death allowed. Oh, except for the Bard. They did say the Bard was terminated.
They removed Y.
Yeah. They just went, we killed the Bard. We killed Bard. Also, everyone broke containment, we killed them. So removal of character / license. Technically, only one character was removed. Now it's the Doctor at the bottom.
Yeah, so they removed one character out of many, and did they remove the author?
Yeah,
So that's a 2.
you agree, Hatchet? Was was Hatchet here? Oh, oh, you okay?
Aaron, did you forget you and Hatchet are both unwell?
Yeah.
I think I fell asleep.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
that's okay.
yeah, that's okay, Hatchet. You should probably get some rest. But just to let you know, they basically removed the fact that only the Bard was killed in the video. Everyone else didn't die.
Eh,
Yeah, health takes priority. Is that what you're saying too, Jerry?
Yeah. They didn't remove much, character wise, or people. They didn't remove much in credits or characters, though.
Yeah. Alter source added gore, violence. Hatch. But before I continue, Hatch, are you still good to continue?
I'm probably gonna leave after this.
That's fair. We'll
We
probably
could.
end it after this. Since technically, it's funny enough, the 6,000 one is next. The one is 5 pages long. So now we don't have to skip and go to the next SCP. Yeah, we can just end it
Huh.
off of this one. Yeah. What?
Well, that's some surprisingly good news.
What happened?
I'm I was scrolling Twitter, and the source for this is pop based, so take it with a grain of salt. But according to them, it says the Supreme Court has rejected a call to overturn same-sex marriage
Oh,
rights in the United States.
don't worry. I've actually looked at reliable sources. That is a thing. Like, remember the lady who
They,
kept
I,
trying to reject marrying gay people? She tried to force the Supreme Court to basically take off gay marriage, and the Supreme Court's like, no. They threw it out.
I'm just, yeah, I'm just kind of surprised considering
Yeah.
uh the Supreme Court's currently
I'm also surprised.
basically
I'm sure a
considered
lot
like
of people are surprised, but they did that.
Yeah.
They had no interest in looking at that over in any way whatsoever.
Yeah. So, anyways, Hatchet, in your opinion, it was removing almost all of the deaths any way, shape, or form altered or added gore or violence?
I don't remember anything.
They removed all but one death, and they removed a lot of the physical consequences the
Yeah.
characters went through.
Yeah. Then what do you want?
They know you're not feeling well and
I
What do
want
you
to
think
want,
help.
bro? Give
Festus
me a
wants
break.
to help you sleep.
Yeah. That's actually why Bus is
I'm
probably
not
at my
even
feet right now. No,
not even all that tired. Why do you, Festus? Why do you smell like detergent?
Oh no!
What?
Oh no!
I think he's just been laying in laundry.
Ah. Yeah. So, would that be like a 3? Because that's kind of altered a lot. Or would it be a 2?
I'd be putting it up into the 3 or 4 area.
I agree. It's a 3 or a 4 because it removed almost every death, it removed almost every physical consequence. And then it added non-existent physical consequences, like if you make your character's head bigger, your head becomes bigger. I don't believe that was mentioned anywhere in the document.
No. So I guess we can go with 4. So it's a lot.
Yeah, that's a strange amount modified or removed.
So
I don't know why.
yeah, deviates from the plot of the article. They removed quite a bit in the video.
They removed a lot. They also added a lot, and and for most of the video, they tried treating the anomalous version of the game as almost identical to the non-anomalous version, which was weird. That was very weird.
Details became less sanitized than that SCP. um, I 2 or a 3. It's close to half on how much they removed.
They removed and modified. You forgot they also modified.
Yeah, and modified. So 2 or a 3.
Fuck, that is a 3 or a 4, isn't it? I think it's 3 because it's not totally off the rails, but they did a lot.
What do you think, Hatchet?
I feel like from what bits I remember, things were still like recognizably along the lines of the actual article, so I don't feel it should go past a 2.
Chew went cursing is allowed again, and I immediately responded in message, okay, fuck you, Chew.
Uh,
That's fair, Skittle Dragon. Anyways. So I guess 2 isn't all agreement?
well,
That's
we
what I
can
would
go
say.
with 2, but I feel like it's more of a 3. It's not a 4.
Well, I'm about to end the stream, random person. So I'll probably just give you your points back if you do. So we just go with 2 for now?
Okay.
Okay, I have
Yeah.
Skill Dragon Redeemed, tell Hedge to make a YouTube channel. Alright. Only men in the video says offensiveness. There was women. There are
Was there
researchers.
people that were not white besides the
No.
one character?
Nope.
The character, mind you, the ninja character was the only person slightly off white, and we don't know who the player was. We never saw who the player was. So it's a weird, faceless, off white person that we never saw, but we saw the avatar for repeatedly.
Rush me.
So, 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Now let's see if this one did better than 261. Or worse. Most likely worse.
Do you have
261
eyes?
didn't get any 4s, did it?
Went down by 20%.
Why are you even surprised?
I'm not. Also, I just realized the next video is going to be horrendous. Mainly because they're going to try and fit 5 pages of an SCP into 8 minutes.
Mmm.
Anyways, I'm gonna go ending soon now. 3, 2, 1. But just to make sure, you okay, Hatchet? Yeah. Get some sleep and heal? Maybe. Anyways. Look, I believe in the statement, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Maybe. You know me well, Jerry. I'll use a new donated Alright. I found the person I'm going to raid. Alright. Seriously, it's I care about people's well-being more than I do. Yeah, don't worry. I literally slept like fucking 14 hours before I streamed. Yeah. Oh wait, they can't hear you.
Hey!
Okay, now they can hear you. They couldn't hear you because of Rubius being a dick. So I'm just talking to myself. Professional
For
streamer.
anyone who doesn't know, I threatened to strangle Erin for not taking care of herself.
In
And for lying,
Minecraft.
and for lying and saying she was doing better when in fact she only felt better because she slept for 12 hours as she's
14.
supposed to when she's sick. 14 hours. It's still a good amount of sleep a sick person should have. So her, I'm doing better, let's stream, was a fucking lie. And I threatened to strangle her, but then brought up that I cannot reach her from the state I'm in, so I cannot technically strangle her.
I took medicine too. Jesus. Line is good. Line more.
No!
Yeah.
No, it's not! No! No!
I remained silent at all points.
Anyways, Hatchet, do you have any last words for stream?
When in doubt, my head's killing me.
Yeah. Sure, you have any last words for stream?
I think you know my last words.
Hope you heal. Peace out, says random person. Yeah. Chew, compromise. Line is neutral. Chew. No, I don't wanna. Shut up, Chew.
Honestly, I feel like that's a correct statement.
Yeah. Anyways.
The concept of lying is morally neutral. It's just most commonly used in immoral manner.
I agree with Hatchet. Technically, lying is morally neutral. Sometimes it helps people, sometimes it doesn't. In general, I just don't like lying.
Yeah, it's fair. Also, the person I'm streaming, I just saw one of their messages from one of their redeems is, Cupcake, one of my bedbugs ate my pussy, requested by Mawuffy has been added to the queue.
You know, I'm going to close the stream instead of joining in the raid.
That's...
But
expect to see that. Anyway. That's true for today. Yeah, anyways, these are noddles. I may stream a bit late tomorrow for Analog Horror because I'm taking care of myself, as requested by Dr. Jerry.
why don't you just not stream tomorrow and focus on getting better?
I don't feel all that awful. I'm basically able to move around just fine. It's just that I just constantly need to remember to take my medicine. That's all. Anyways, so I'll see you then, and I Cupcake Cunnilingus.
How